Browns quarterback Shedure Sanders has been added to the Pro Bowl roster as a replacement. Look at this. My dog is out the country and he ain't coming back for this. Look. Yeah, and Shedure ain't even in the country right now. This is big time news, dog. This is major. This is major.
Yo, stop everything you're doing right now. I need your full attention because what I'm about to tell you just broke the internet wide open. Shedure Sanders, yes, that Shedure Sanders has just been selected to the 2026 NFL Pro Bowl. And let me tell you, people are losing their minds right now. I'm talking absolute chaos in the comments. Twitter is on fire. Cleveland fans are in shambles. And this might be the most controversial Pro Bowl selection we've seen in years. If you click off this video right now, you're going to miss the story everyone's talking about. So buckle up because we're diving deep into this.
Shedure Sanders has been the first fifth-round quarterback to be selected as a rookie to the Pro Bowl and the first fifth-round player to be selected since the Rams' Puka Nacua. Guys, this is a big-time story. The news just broke about 2 minutes ago, and I'm telling you right now, they mad. People in Cleveland definitely feel a type of way.
All right, let's get straight to it. The news just dropped literally minutes ago from NFL insider Jordan Schultz. Shedure Sanders, the Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback, has been added to the 2026 Pro Bowl roster as a replacement. Now, before you start typing in the comments, let me give you the facts. Shedure becomes the first fifth-round quarterback rookie to make a Pro Bowl since Puka Nacua did it. That's historic, right? First fifth-round pick, period, to make it since Nacua. The kid only started 7 games this season. 7. And he's going to the Pro Bowl. Let that sink in for a second. Now, here's where things get absolutely wild. The internet is exploding with reactions. And I'm not talking about congratulations. Oh, no. I'm talking about straight up outrage. People are calling this a joke. They're saying the Pro Bowl has officially lost all credibility. I'm seeing comments like, this is why nobody takes the Pro Bowl seriously anymore. I'm seeing people bring up his stats, 7 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions. And they're asking, how in the world does that get you a Pro Bowl selection? The hate is real, people. The hate is running deep for Shedure right now. But hold on. Let me play devil's advocate here for a second, because there's another side to this story. Think about it from the NFL's perspective. The league is a business, right? They want ratings. They want eyeballs. They want people tuning in. And like it or not, Shedure Sanders is box office. The kid brings attention. He brings buzz. He brings the kind of controversy and conversation that gets people watching. Is that fair to other quarterbacks who might have better stats? Maybe not. But is it smart business? Absolutely. The NFL knows exactly what they're doing here. And get this, Shedure isn't even in the country right now. He's international when this news breaks. Can you imagine getting that phone call while you're overseas? Hey, you're going to the Pro Bowl. The kid probably can't even process it yet, but trust me, when he gets back, this is going to be the story. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Every sports show, every podcast, every comment section is going to be debating whether he deserves this or not. Now, let me give you some historical context because this matters. The last Browns quarterback to make the Pro Bowl, Derek Anderson, back in 2007, that's almost 20 years ago. So whether you love the selection or hate it, you can't deny it's significant for Cleveland. This is a franchise that hasn't had a lot of quarterback success over the years, and now their fifth-round rookie is representing them at the Pro Bowl. That's got to mean something, right? But here's what really fascinates me about this whole situation. When the Browns drafted Shedure, people called it a circus. They said the media attention, the Dion connection, the whole Sanders family dynamic, it was going to be too much. It was going to be a distraction. And you know what? Some of that was probably true, but the kid went out there and played. Did he have the best stats? No. Did he throw too many interceptions? Yeah, probably. But did he show enough to make people believe? Apparently he did. And that's what's driving people crazy. They don't want to admit they might have been wrong about him. Now, before we wrap this up, I got to hit you with some more breaking news about the Browns because this connects to everything. Ian Rappaport just reported on the Cleveland head coaching search. Hey, guys, this process is intense. We're talking cognitive tests, personality tests, multi-part essays, panel interviews. This isn't your typical NFL hiring process. The Browns are treating this like they're hiring the CEO of an $8 billion company, which, let's be honest, they kind of are. They're targeting young, analytical, brainiac type candidates. Nate Shieldhas, who's only 35, just had his second interview. Grant Udinski, the Jaguars OC, who's just 30 years old, interviewed on Friday. These are data-driven guys, which tells you everything about where Cleveland's headed. And think about what this means for Shedure. Whatever coach comes in, they're inheriting a Pro Bowl quarterback. That changes the dynamic completely. That changes the expectations. That changes how they build this roster moving forward. This isn't just about one Pro Bowl selection. This is about the trajectory of the entire franchise. So let me bring this full circle because I want your opinion on this.
Unique, and it is extremely thorough. Candidates take a cognitive test, a personality test. They write a multi-part essay. They meet with panel after panel from all parts of the organization. The Browns' theory is this. If you were hiring, in essence, the CEO of an $8 billion company, you would want to do all this reference work and make absolutely certain the person you hire is the right fit. It's a data-driven operation that tends to favor brainiac type of candidates. Shieldhouse is only 35, certainly fits that bill. So does Jaguars offensive coordinator Grant Udinski, just 30 years old. He had his second interview for the job on Friday. Meanwhile, the Packers have a new defensive coordinator. It is former Cardinals coach Jonathan Gannon, who had options after he was let go by Arizona. He chose to go and unite with Matt LaFleur in Green Bay, where he'll also get a chance to coach Micah Parsons. Mike?
In Baltimore, Jesse Minter, the new head coach of the Ravens, needs to find his new offensive coordinator. A couple of candidates there are guys that interviewed for the head coaching job as well. We're talking about Joe Brady, currently the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills, and Cliff Kingsbury, formerly the offensive coordinator of the Washington Commanders. So those are two names to keep in mind as Minter and the Ravens conduct a full search here to find the new play caller for Lamar Jackson. That pairing is going to have to be of the utmost importance because we have heard and talked about plenty the fact that towards the end of the John Harbaugh, Todd Monken era in Baltimore, maybe this communication wasn't so great. So the Ravens looking to reset from that standpoint, not only with Minter, but also with their new offensive coordinator, Ian.
Well, let's focus in on the Buffalo Bills and Sean McDermott, who was surprisingly fired recently and no doubt would be one of the top candidates for basically any job around if he wanted to take one. It remains unclear what Sean McDermott will firmly decide to do, but to my knowledge has not engaged on any of these openings. And based on the conversations he's had and the people he's talked with who have taken a year off after a long head coaching stint, all have said it was beneficial and worth it. We'll see if that is the way Sean McDermott goes, but I believe it is likely that he ends up taking a year off. As far as his old job, one of the more fascinating head coach candidates, Philip Rivers, interviewed with the Buffalo Bills this week. It is real. It is not a joke. He is a dynamic leader who, yes, I know he's been a head coach of a high school team, but they are also very good. And sit in a room with Philip Rivers and try to tell me that he is not an excellent, excellent leader of men. I would say if you did that, you would be wrong.
Is the Pro Bowl meaningless now? Is this selection purely about ratings and star power, or does Shedure actually deserve this based on what he showed in those 7 games? Because here's the thing. The NFL is changing. It's not just about the perfect stats anymore. It's about the storylines, the personalities, the players who move the needle. And whether you love him or hate him, Shedure Sanders moves the needle. Listen, before you run down to the comments to tell me I'm crazy, do me a favor, smash that like button if you're as shocked by this news as I am. Subscribe to the channel because we're covering every twist and turn of this story as it develops, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Then Get down in those comments and let me know. Does Shedure deserve this Pro Bowl spot, or is this the biggest joke selection in NFL history? I want to hear from both sides because this debate is far from over. This is just the beginning, people. Shedure Sanders is a Pro Bowl quarterback now. That's his reality. That's the NFL's reality. And come game time, you know people are going to be watching to see if he can back it up. This story is far from over, and I'll be here covering every single moment. Until next time, shake off the haters, and I'm out.